Hey guys, it's Otaku Gunso, and this is the craziest video that I've ever done. Because, yeah, I don't know if any of you guys know this, but I've actually been an anime fan for over 10 years now. I've actually kind of always wanted to do this thing where it was like, kind of like an anime of the year kind of a thing. And I didn't want to do like year by year by year, but instead I wanted to do like a 10-year span. So it's like not 1 year, not 3 years, not 5 years, but 10 years, folks. And I actually put a lot of thought into this to the point where I said there were going to be certain things that I was going to do versus certain things that I wasn't going to do. And one of the things I don't want to do is be too biased, and I know that's going to be kind of hard because it's still coming from my point of view. But I guess the word I'm looking for is I want to be fair about it. It's like there's a lot on the countdown that you guys are probably going to think like, I didn't expect that, or what are you thinking? But like, yeah, like I kind of wanted to be fair with it. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. And then obviously the second point being that I watch new anime constantly on a seasonal basis and straight out of Japan. So I have to have watched it upon its Japanese release and followed through to the very end. And there's actually some that did make the countdown because I either saw them late, whether it be like a year late or 2 years late, or so on and so forth. Those were kind of my requirements and whatnot as far as what I wanted to do with. I do have a portion for honorable mentions, which I will stick somewhere in the video. But without further ado, enjoy my video, folks. Okay, so kicking off this countdown with my 2005 pick for Anime of the Year, none other than Shakugan no Shana, folks. And yes, as you can see, I got my necklace here, my poster back there. Season 1, Season 2, the movie, and the OVA, all right here. And Season 3 is kind of a work in progress, but I haven't been able to get a good deal, and Right Stuff will be hearing from me in a few months. And I know it's a little biased, but Shakugan no Shana was actually the anime that started it for me, as far as like it opened the door to other anime for me to want to get into anime. So yeah, that's kind of a huge deal. And then with like the action, the fantasy, the romance, and everything else in between, Shakugan no Shana remains my pick for 2005 Anime of the Year. No questions asked. So, yeah, moving on. Next up, 2006 Anime of the Year. What is it? Okay, let's get started with that. Eric Year. And first and foremost, I'm just going to say 2006 was a very hard choice to pick because I took in a lot of anime in that year and it was really hard to just... Okay, well anyway, Air Gear takes it for 2006, and Air Gear was one of those anime that really left me with a sense of euphoria, like by the end of the episode. And I guess putting all the HE and all that aside, it's like really exciting anime. I don't know if it had to do with the fact that the characters were relatable, being the fact that they were teenagers like myself at the time, or if it had to do with the fact that their crazy roller skates practically gave them the ability to fly. I mean, either way, it was a very exciting anime with comedy, action, a little bit of fan service for everyone, not just for the guys, but for everyone, okay? So yeah, Air Gear takes my pick for 2006 Anime of the Year. Now, for 2007, first of all, I do not own the DVD currently for the series I'm about to talk about right now, and unfortunately that's kind of going to be an ongoing thing from here on in. But anyway, my 2007 pick for Anime of the Year goes to Lucky Star. And Lucky Star is definitely one of those series that the more anime you've been watching over a span of time, the more you're kind of going to understand it. It's one of those anime that kind of like pokes fun at itself and stuff while it makes references to this and that and stuff. And at the time, I had been watching anime for quite a while, so I was able to understand a lot of the humor in it. And yeah, it's one of those slice of life slash comedy slash another thing that you can relate to if you're a teenager. And maybe if you're a little bit older, then you could just understand the humor. But definitely my pick for 2007 goes to Lucky Star. While it was a very good year, it was also a very deprived year as well, given the fact that Ragnarok Online had pretty much owned my soul at that point. But anyway, my 2008 pick for Anime of the Year is gonna go to Chaos Head. because there is nothing more entertaining than watching an anime that would otherwise have me questioning my own psyche in real life. Yeah, because the main character is so cuckoo that he actually makes Sato from Welcome to the NHK look sane, and that's without having to take drugs there, folks. As a matter of fact, this character is so darn delusional that his delusions actually come to life, and he's an anime otaku. So you know that's going to be for some interest in entertainment. I mean, he's going to be having fantasies about like anime chicks with personality patterns and giant swords and all this other type of crazy stuff. But aside all the psych stuff, if you're into that, Chaos Head is definitely my pick for Anime of the Year 2008. So there's nothing more exciting than kicking the year off with a bright and flashy new anime that would eventually go on to become my personal anime pick of the year for 2009, folks. And guess what anime that is? Oh, Chrome Shelf Regios. Yep, of course. So let me tell you. Number 1, I'll be owning it pretty soon. Number 2, I'm a sucker for a good fantasy. And number 3, I'm a sucker for good cosplay. I actually did cosplay one of the characters, Shanti, back at Anime Next in the same year, and it really came out awesome. But also, the series was really, really exciting. Like, it kind of brought about that same excitement that I got from watching Air Gear and whatnot. Like, that same kind of excitement / euphoria and whatnot. And it may not be the best series, but hey, I get a kick out of it. So yeah, my personal anime pick of the year for 2009, Chrome Shell Regios, folks. Check it out! Now past the glorious halfway point of this countdown, we are now up to the year 2010, which I can honestly say my personal anime pick of the year for 2010, surprisingly enough, was actually Angel Beats. Although it's a short title, we all know, learning from Chaos Head, that short does not equal uninteresting. Anyway, in this series, the characters are all dead, all of them. And the school that they go to is actually their quote-unquote purgatory, and we've actually seen this concept explored quite a few times in different anime. I know I saw it in Kekkaishi, and I saw it in a more recent title like Denpa Kyoshi. But this whole series is actually surrounded by that whole concept, and you get to watch as the characters grow and develop and learn what they have to learn so that way they can pass on and stuff like that. Very interesting title. Check it out. My personal pick for Anime of the Year 2010, Angel Beats. I'm assuming that my hair might give a little bit of insight into what my personal pick for Anime of the Year for 2011 might actually be. Oh, Blue Exorcist. How did you guess? But really now, a series that, if and when explained in great detail, would catch me a lot of heat from my church, is also a very fascinating series for a couple of reasons. Number 1, main character is the son of Satan. Number 2, he wants to beat the crap out of Satan. Number 3, his adoptive father is a priest. And aside the fact that the ending for this series kind of really disappointed me, it speaks to a bigger picture of what you see is not always what you get, or what I like to call the defy the odds mentality, which is what actually really makes this series very interesting. So yeah, definitely go check it out. Blue Exorcist, my personal pick for Anime of the Year 2011, folks. Really, no. I actually had this conversation with someone before I even came up with this countdown as far as Sword Art Online pretty much being Anime of the Year for 2012, hands down. And let me tell you, aside from being, I don't know, dot hack on steroids, resurrecting that MMORPG type genre that they got running around in anime these days, let me tell you, if you were in a video game and you had to beat the video game to get out of there, and if you died in a video game and would die in real life, then you would be putting every single survival skill that you ever known, and especially of which as a gamer, to get the heck out of there. Well, it's a little bit gruesome, definitely is worth a check out. Go check it out. My personal pick for Anime of the Year 2012, Sword Art Online, folks. And look at my shirt. It's big, it's gruesome, it's violent, and it's on my necklace, folks. Yep, my 2013 pick for Anime of the Year goes to Attack on Titan, everybody. And yeah, not surprisingly enough, I've actually known quite a few people who have dropped this series because of how violent and gruesome it is. But if you can handle the violence and, all that jazz, then definitely check it out. The story is good, the characters are good, and yeah, let me tell you, what would you do if you were on the verge of extinction? I would guess you'd have to, I don't know, take up arms and be like, yeah, let me show these humanoid creatures who's boss and kill them all! Or something, like Eren Yeager would say. But anyway, definitely is a good series. Check it out, and is my personal pick for Anime of the Year 2013. Once again, Attack on Titan, folks! Oh my gosh, I actually made it to the end of the countdown! Year 2014, also known as last year. And no, I do not have a pick for this year because this year has not ended yet, but I will give a hint at the end of the video. Okay, moving on. So my personal pick for Anime of the Year for 2014 goes to No Game, No Life, folks! And yeah, as I said in the video before, I am a sucker for a good fantasy. That goes without saying. And you guys who are watching now, if you are a gamer in any way, shape, or form, you will love this anime, you will enjoy the characters, and you will highly appreciate it. Heck, you might even relate to the characters, even if you're not reclusive shut-ins. But anyway, it's definitely worth a check out, and it is definitely worth your time. And yeah, once again, my personal pick for Anime of the Year for 2014 goes to No Game, No Life, folks. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And regarding 2015's choice, well, let's put it this way. Part 2 will start very, very soon. So, yeah, till next time, folks. Later.